Java developers love deep work, but ADHD brains, one minute I've got my code window open working on a clean, concise service class, and the next minute I've got 12 browser tabs open looking up Spring annotations or a Wikipedia article on the history of coffee. Yeah, it's chaos. If you've ever struggled to stay focused while coding Java, especially with ADHD, you're not alone. Today, I'll share the biggest challenges I face and the strategies I use to actually ship code instead of just collecting browser tabs. Java requires lots of focus windows. You've got compiling, you've got debugging, lots of context switching. ADHD brains crave novelty, so we chase shiny objects all the time. The result? Endless half-finished classes, to-do comments everywhere, and one bug that you swear you'll fix tomorrow. True story. I once started fixing a null pointer exception and ended up reorganizing my entire directory structure, refactoring classes all over the place for 3 hours. Spoiler alert, I never did fix the bug. Now, there's a number of different techniques that you can use as a neurodivergent to help cope with these struggles. The first is timing and chunking. So what I like to do is I like to use what's called a Pomodoro timer, or the Pomodoro method, where you basically break your work up into chunks. So what I'll do is I'll set like a 30-minute timer, and I'll go ahead and work on something. And then when that timer goes off, I'll set another timer for 5 minutes, take a break, get up, go do something else. And then when that timer's up, I'll come back and start the cycle again, another 30 minutes, and then another 5-minute break. So on the subject of chunking your time, which I use Pomodoros for, another thing to consider is what I like to call context reset rituals. So get up, stand, stretch, go take a walk. Doing those kinds of things, it helps reset when you get yourself into a hyper-focus loop. The next thing you can do is drill it into your head that taking notes is way better than relying on your memory. Don't trust your memory as a person with ADHD. It's unreliable. You're going to forget things. Write it down. Write down your plan, even if it's just on a sticky note. Write it down. And finally, the last thing you can do is you can define what done is before you even start working on something. So figuring out what your end goal is and trying to kind of plan around that goes a long way in insulating yourself from all of the distractions. It's not perfect. It doesn't always do the job, but a little planning up front can go a long way. Look, having ADHD doesn't mean that you're a bad developer. It just means that you build differently. And honestly, some of the chaos makes us better. We see connections, we find creative solutions, and we're resilient as hell. If this sounds like your coding life, hit subscribe. Next up, I'll walk you through setting up your development environment, your JDK, VS Code, and the extensions that I really find the most useful and that make coding less overwhelming, so you can get started without the chaos right away. So if you found this video helpful and useful, hit like, hit subscribe, do all the things, and hit that notification bell so that when I post my next video, you'll know right away. Until next time, have a good one, and don't forget to embrace the chaos.